Hey everyone, let's talk about the elements of a top converting SaaS landing page. So we've designed this detailed infographic which contains of what a high converting SaaS landing page should contain. So let's get started. Total 13 key elements or 13 key sections that a high converting SaaS landing page should contain. Let's start off from above the fold. So above the fold is the area that is shown to the user when they first visit your landing page. It usually contains of this area which I am circling with my mouse right now up to the section 5. Why is it called above the fold? Because this area is shown instantly to the visitor whenever they visit your landing page. So this area is of immense importance and you should highly focus on the content that is being shown to the visitors above the fold. So let's start off. The first and the most primary thing is the URL with primary keywords. So your URL could be anything. Your landing page could be hosted on your own website or even on a third-party website or even on an agency website as well. But the ending URL should contain your primary keyword. Like for example, if you're selling marketing software, your SaaS is about marketing software, so you should identify what is the primary keyword that you are targeting, because the URL is also part of the organic SEO optimization. So that's why the primary keyword should be available within your URL. Pretty simple, right? The next section, which is the logo with anchor based menu. So what I mean by anchor based menu, I'll explain in a little bit. So logo is very clear. Your logo should be placed prominently with the accurate branding that it creates an authenticity in the mind of the customer. After that, your landing page should contain an anchor based menu. Over the past couple of years, the general guidance or the rule of thumb was that your landing page should not contain any type of menu at all, so that you can prevent the users from bouncing back between different pages, exiting without conversion. Google has recently updated their quality metrics to include the ease of use and ease of navigation in their quality scores. So what happens is that if your landing page does not contain any type of menu and their algorithms detect that user is unable to go back and forth from the website or navigate the website effortlessly, they add a penalty to your quality score and the quality score for landing page may get dropped. That's why we are suggesting now to our customers that their landing pages should contain a basic menu, and it should be an anchor based menu, so that whenever user clicks on any of the menu items, they get scrolled down to the relevant section. Like for example, you can add a section for testimonials, you can add a menu item for features and benefits, you can add a menu item for pricing and things like that. But all of those should be anchor based and they should not navigate the user away from your landing page, but keep the user on the same page. When user clicks on that menu item, they should scroll down to the relevant section that they have clicked in the menu. I hope this makes sense. Let's move on to the next very important section, which is called the hero section. The hero section is this area. It should contain a prominent headline and sub headlines as well, with a visual of key interface or result. What do I mean by a visual of key interface or result? So your SaaS product's most important key interface, which may be the dashboard, maybe the report screenshots. So what you think is the most prominent feature of your SaaS product, that should be available here. You can also add a video over here as well, but you should be mindful of the performance considerations while adding video, because usually video sizes are pretty large and it may negatively affect the performance. As an alternate, if your SaaS is not completely built or you do not want to show a key interface of your SaaS product, what you can do is that you can show a result as well. So you can show maybe the snapshot of a report or the snapshot of any output that your SaaS provides or any solution that your SaaS provides. So you can be creative over here, but generally SaaS firms usually show the most prominent key interface of their product over here. CTA, call to action, primary CTA, that is most important. That should, whenever someone clicks on this CTA, they should be taken to the form where they can submit their information, or the download page, whatever method of conversion you have decided. Usually it's submitting their information, so the user should be taken to the form which is down below the page. After the CTA, the next section should be the social proof. That could contain the badges and client logos. Badges could be if you're collecting reviews on Trustpilot, Clutch, or the review platform, you can show its badges over here. If you have got any certifications like ISO certification or GDPR or anything like that, and you have got badges for that, you're a partner with any third-party system or a third-party ecosystem, you should add badges over here. And also whatever clients are using your SaaS product, you should add their logos over here as well. After the social proof, you should list down key benefits and features of your product. Focus on the problem solution type of thing, what problems your solution solves, and then list down over here. Don't add too much text over here because people don't have time to read long text paragraphs. Use bullet points as much as possible. Next, how it works section. This is an optional section but very important and recommended for complex SaaS products. Even for simpler products, I would recommend to use this section because it could create clarity in the customer's mind. So what you can do is that you can either add an infographic over here or maybe a short video explaining how your SaaS works. Like for example, if there's an onboarding process or there are some steps that involve processing or maybe third-party integration, so you can highlight those steps over here, but don't be too comprehensive on that. Just highlight the basic steps so that the customer can understand how the process within your SaaS works. Clear pricing or trial details section. This is very important. All of these major SaaS products and good SaaS products do that. Provide clear pricing plan, pricing guidance so that the customer exactly knows how much money are we talking about. So how much they have to pay either per month or per year. Usually what I've seen in different SaaS based landing pages is that they also give a toggle to switch prices between monthly and annual billing. So usually the annual billing is a little cheaper than the monthly billing. So you can also use that toggle, but be very clear on pricing because that is the main thing that turns people off and turns people away. If your pricing is clear, then the user will be happy to convert and it would surely increase your conversion rates. Another very important section, CTA section, you can do is that since the user is scrolling on a long page, so it is important to remind the user to take the action that you want them to take. So you can add another CTA section, maybe highlight another benefit of your SaaS product and then encourage them to click that button, or maybe give an offer or give an incentive over here so that they are persuaded to click on the CTA button. After that, you can identify 4 or 5 customer testimonials that you can list down here. If you don't have many customer testimonials, that's fine. If you have only 1 or 2, you can list down those here. Do try to add some customer testimonials or maybe videos. Don't make the page too heavy with videos, that would negatively affect the performance, but do add 3, 4, 5 customer testimonials, whatever you have got. FAQs, very important. Think like a customer and identify the objections that could come into the customer's mind while visiting your landing page and about your product. So try to address all of those common concerns and objections that may come to the customer's mind while visiting your landing page, and they may prevent the customer from converting. So list down all the frequently asked questions and provide clear answers so that if the customer has any objections before converting, they are answered properly. After that, the last section should be the final CTA or the sign up form. This is the place where you should take customers' contact details, ask them for their name, email and other stuff. But one thing that I have observed, people create lots and lots of fields in their forms and create very long forms, which does not encourage the user to submit their information. Keep the form as short as possible. Only ask for the most basic necessary details that you need from them. If you keep on adding multiple fields, people won't fill the form. Trust me. A rule of thumb in this form field is that anywhere between 3 to 5 form fields are enough to get and capture the information and make it easy for them to capture all the information. One important note about the captcha should not be intrusive or make people's life miserable. Use the latest versions of captchas which are non-intrusive, core-based captchas like reCAPTCHA version 3 of Google. That works very well and it is not intrusive and it does not ask the user to select a couple of pictures every time they want to fill any form. That also creates a lot of friction and people usually don't do that. Finally, in the footer, you should add your contact information as a trust signal. You should add any policy links like the privacy policy, terms and conditions, how you process their data, will you be sending them emails or not, all of that legal information, your contact information should be here. And in addition, you can add your logo over here as well, and you can obviously make it clickable and take the user to the homepage of your website if someone wants to go beyond that. So this is it. I'll be sharing more information with you guys in the next video. Till then, have a nice day.